students. Last class we have discussed about optics, which is nothing but studying about properties of light and behavior of light only optics. In that we have discussed many subtopic, which is properties of light, refraction of light, refraction of a composite light, that is dispersion of light we have discussed. Today we are going to discuss about scattering of light. What is scattering of light? When sunlight enters the earth atmosphere, the atoms and molecules of different gases present in the atmosphere refract the light in all possible directions. This is called scattering of light. In this phenomenon, the beam of light is redirected in all directions when it interacts with the particle of the medium. The interacting particle of the medium is called as scatterer. The particle which is interacting with the light, sunlight, which is called scatterer. Here, the air molecules, which is the particle, they are given here by white color dot, which is scatterer. Now, in this picture, the scatterer they are given in the dot, which is blue color dot, which means the scatterer. Next one is types of scattering. When a beam of light interacts with a constituent particle of the medium, it undergoes many kinds of scattering. Based on initial and final energy of the light beam, scattering can be classified as elastic scattering and inelastic scattering. What is elastic scattering? If the energy of the incident beam of light and the scattered beam of light, instant light in sense we can consider as the sunlight or else any type of light we can consider. If the energy of the incident beam of light and the scattered beam of light are same, then it is called as elastic scattering. And what is inelastic scattering? You yourself can imagine. Elastic scattering is what is it? There is no changes in the energy. So here, in inelastic scattering, if the energy of the instant beam of light and the scattered beam of light are not same, then it is called as inelastic scattering. The nature and size of the scatterer results in different types of scattering, which is deciding the nature and size of the scatterer. Already we have discussed what is the scatterer. Once again I will remind you, the interacting particle of the medium is called as, what is that? Scatterer. So, based on the nature and size of the scatterer, results in different types of scattering, such as Rayleigh scattering, Mie scattering, Dintal scattering and Raman scattering. Rayleigh scattering. First we are going to discuss about Rayleigh scattering. The scattering of sunlight by the atoms or molecules of the gases in the Earth's atmosphere is known as Rayleigh scattering. What is that? The scattering of sunlight. The scattering of sunlight is scattered everywhere. The scattering of sunlight by the atoms or molecules of the gases in the Earth's atmosphere is known as Rayleigh scattering. We have a proper definition we have for the Rayleigh scattering, which is called Rayleigh scattering law. What it says? Rayleigh scattering law states that The amount of scattering of light is inversely proportional to the fourth power of its wavelength, which is amount of scattering we can take it as yes. What is that? Amount of scattering we can take it as yes, which is inversely proportional to the fourth power of its wavelength. What is that? Inversely proportional to the fourth power of its wavelength. That is S is inversely proportional to the fourth power of its wavelength. This is the Rayleigh scattering law. I hope you all understood. Have you understood, students? Amount of scattering which we are taking in the symbol as S, which is inversely proportional to the fourth power of its wavelength. Here lambda is the wavelength. According to this law, the shorter wavelength colors are scattered much more than the longer wavelength colors. You know, in the rainbow we know which is a shorter wavelength and which is the longer wavelength we have. Blue color which has a shorter wavelength, and red color which has a longer wavelength, that you know already. When sunlight passes through the atmosphere, the blue color, you know, which has a shorter wavelength, is scattered to a greater extent than the red color. Red color which has the longer wavelength, I told you already. This scattering causes the sky to appear in blue color. At sunrise and sunset, the light rays from the sun have to travel a larger distance in the atmosphere than at noon. Hence, most of the blue lights are scattered away and only the red light, which gets least scattered, reaches us. So, which is the least scattered? Red light, which gets least scattered, reaches us. Therefore, the color of the sun is red at sunrise and sunset, which we already know. So, let me pass on to the next one, which is a Mie scattering. Mie scattering takes place when the diameter of the scatter is similar to or larger than the wavelength of the incident light. Already we have discussed about the scatterer. Scattering is different from the scatterer. Scatterer is just interacting particle of the medium. Scatterer is just interacting particle of the medium. So now, a Mie scattering, what it says? You have noticed that sometimes in the sky we can notice some white color cloud. Some white color cloud, we can notice it. That is due to the Mie scattering. The amount of scattering is independent of the wavelength in Mie scattering. Mie scattering is caused by dust, smoke, water droplets and other particles in the lower portion of the atmosphere. So I told you already, Mie scattering is responsible for the white appearance of the clouds. When white light falls on the when the white light falls on the water drop, all the colors are equally scattered, which together form the white light. Next, let me pass on to the topic Dintal scattering. What is it? Dintal scattering. When a beam of sunlight enters into a dusty room, through a window, then its path become visible to us. You may notice it in your daily life. Sometimes when the sunlight enters into the window or small hole in the window, the path of the light which will be visible as shown in the figure also it's showing the path of the light is visible due to the Dintal effect. This is because the tiny dust particle present in the air of the room scatter the beam of light. This is an example of Dintal scattering. The scattering of light rays by the colloidal particle in the colloidal solution is called a Dintal scattering or Dintal effect. Have you understood, student? Let me pass on to the next topic, which is Raman scattering, which was discovered by Sir C.V. Raman. He is Sir C.V. Raman, you know already. He discovered the phenomenon called Raman scattering in 1928. For Raman scattering, he got Nobel Prize in 1930. He honored with the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna, in 1954. And as you know already, India celebrates National Science Day on 28th February of year to commemorate the discovery of the Raman effect in 1928. What it says, Raman scattering, what it says. When a parallel beam of a monochromatic, mono in sense single, you know already, chromatic in sense colorful. Monochromatic single colored, which is single color, right, passes through a gas or liquid or transparent solid as shown in the figure. A part of the light rays are scattered. Look at the diagram. Monochromatic light which is passed through the liquid which is present in the sample, which is shown in the figure. The test tube, we have some liquid. So we are passing some monochromatic light. Some of the monochromatic light which is absorbed and some of the light which is scattered. The scattered light contains some additional frequencies or wavelength. It may have additional frequencies or wavelength other than that the incident ray of or wavelength. This is known as Raman scattering or Raman effect. So we have a proper definition for this. Raman scattering is defined as the interaction of light ray with the particle of pure liquids or transparent solids which leads to a change in wavelength or frequency. So look at the picture, student. The spectral lines having frequency equal to the incident ray frequency is called Rayleigh line. Listen, the green color, there is no change in the wavelength or frequency. So which is called Rayleigh line. We have a three clarification here. One is what is that? There is no changes in the frequency or the wavelength, which is the green color, there is no changes, which is equal. I mean, in sense, what is that? The instant ray before and after scatter, there is no changes in the frequency or wavelength. So this is called Rayleigh line. And another one, the lines having frequencies lower than the instant frequency is called Stokes lines. Stokes lines is what is that? The lines having frequencies lower than the incident frequency is called Stokes lines, which is shown in the figure here. That is red color light is there, no, which is Stokes lines. And the lines having frequencies higher than the instant frequencies are called anti-Stokes lines. That is blue color, which is anti-Stokes line. I hope you are all understood, students. Thank you.